Hi folks, today Canon made quite a stunning announcement. They announced the development of a new 410 megapixel full-frame sensor. This is a full-frame sensor with the highest resolution in the world as of to date. There's nothing coming even close. Sony has something like a 100 megapixel full-frame sensor that could find its use on a future Sony A7R VI or 7 camera, but Canon made this big press release and you can see an image of the sensor here. And today I want to talk about the details of the sensor and why I actually think it will not find its use on a real Canon R camera. Before I talk about this, take 2 seconds time to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button to not miss any of the upcoming rumors. So Canon globally announced a new sensor which has 410 megapixels, 24K video resolution and shoots only at 8 frames per second, which is little if you want to shoot video or if you plan to shoot some kind of sports photography or wildlife photography and you need a frame rate, but it's still impressive considering the amount of data that you have to collect from those 410 megapixels, which is a crazy number. I saw in the past years that Canon made multiple such first-time announcement, like first sensor doing this, first sensor being capable of this. Often those sensors don't find a real use on real Canon cameras. Sometimes they find use in industrial uses like machinery and whatever. So I think this sensor in particular will find its way on some niche application in the industry. And the reason why I think it will not be a new sensor in use on a Canon R camera is because with 410 megapixel, so such tiny megapixel, you quickly run into diffraction issues already at probably 4.0, 5.6 aperture. So you will have artifacts, drop in resolution, a lot of noise to handle, and of course a lot of data, so a huge processor and overheating and so forth. So I really think this is never going to be used on a camera, at least not for foreseeable time. And so you don't have to think this is something you will be able to buy on a camera to shoot your, nice cat images at 410 megapixels. But before we go on explaining what's more likely to happen, I wanna read you what Canon writes in the press release. They say that it is a back illuminated stacked formation in which the pixel segment and signal processing segment are interlayered and also includes a redesigned security pattern. As a result, the sensor is capable of achieving a super high readout speed of 3280 megapixels per second, delivering video at 8 frames per second. This sensor also features a 4-pixel binning function that virtually treats for adjoining pixels as one, thereby improving sensitivity and making it possible to capture brighter images. When this function is in use, the sensor can capture 100 megapixel video at 24 frames per second. So the only slim chance to see this sensor on a camera is if they use that 100 megapixel version where basically 4 pixels get merged into one, and so you have a high resolution and also 24 frames per second. But still, you have a ton of information to work on. You quickly run into the issues I told you before, so I don't think this is going to find its way in a Canon R camera. And what I see always in every industry is when the competition wants to get some attention, they release some over-the-top product that are not really selling meaningful numbers, but just to make a statement, say, hey, we are here and we can also do sensors. And I think that's more likely the case, that Canon wanted to grab the headline to say like, we are making sensors that are of incredible high resolution and you can buy them. And then in the reality, probably they will only sell a couple of thousands or whatever of them for niche use, based also on previous announcement from Canon where those sensors were not be released. They already didn't announce over 100 megapixel sensors before, and we haven't seen them, okay? Now, more interesting is the technical part when it comes to photography. Like I told you, having so many megapixels, small pixels on a full-frame sensor runs into many issues. From what I understood, the only way to overcome those issues would actually to have a 3-layer technique, which Sigma calls foveon, where instead of having all those, in case of Canon 400 megapixel on one flat area, you stack them one below another, so you would have RGB pixels on 3 layers, so basically every pixel would be 3 times bigger than it would be otherwise if you would have it on one layer. And I think this technique would be more promising for a true high resolution full frame sensor. Sigma is working on it, but they still didn't figure out a way to get rid of some of the issues. And also Sony patented such 3-layer sensor multiple times. I saw it, but I don't think we are yet close to it. But basically I think the megapixel race as of now is nearly over. Maybe we'll see a 100 megapixel camera from Sony or Canon. That's possible. You know, we are already at 62, so it would be still a big jump to 100, but it would be a big headliner, and the tech is there, easy, and the processing power is also there. So maybe a 100 megapixels camera is coming from Canon or Sony. But the thing that I want to tell you is that this 420 megapixel sensor is definitely not coming anytime soon. Probably more likely a 100 megapixel camera in the next 3-4 years. And the foveon tech will really change everything if they manage to solve some production issues and other issues that Sigma mentioned in the past when they were delaying the release of the full frame sensor. Sigma says now we are getting close to 2030 before it could be ready on a L-mount Sigma camera. So hopefully that 3-layer sensor will come by end of 2030. Hopefully also Sony can fix it and make it work so we can have an alpha camera with that sensor. And that's about it regarding that news. Now 2 more hints again. I posted, actually last week I recorded a video about the OM-3 that is likely to be announced on February 6th because I got some video images of the camera. I already made the video a couple of days ago, was unsure if I should post it. I'm going to likely post it without watermarks so that you can really enjoy the beauty of this camera. I think it's a beautiful camera. Just a reminder to the moment I will post that, you will see other YouTubers and particularly other rumor websites taking those images and not crediting me for the work that I've done to find those images. Of course they can take it because there's no copyright. It's a leak, so that's no problem. It's not my my copyright. I don't have property on it. It's just a normal leak. But what would have been nice is that they credit me for the work, for the searching, for the talking with the sources and everything. And that's not going to happen. So just keep in mind that I do it for you so that you can exclusively for the first time see clean images of the OM-3 camera. Second teaser for Lumix user, talking more and more with Lumix guys that have the S1R II and that know more about what's planned by Panasonic, and it's going to be super exciting. So I can tell you 100% there will be exciting stuff coming, not only with the S1R II, but after that there will be another exciting announcement. So as soon as I can be 100% sure about the information I got, I'm already sure, but I need extra evidence and extra additional information, then I will make a new video and this will make you happy. This is not going to be a letdown like the S9, which is a nice cute camera, but was missing, for example, the right lens. In my opinion, should have had an integrated EVF or at least an attachable EVF. For me, it would have been a more interesting camera. The cameras that are coming now are really of interest for you, Lumix shooter, but I think also for the competition, because they will have many features the competition has, some features that the competition don't have, and for an affordable price. So I hope that those next products will help Panasonic Lumix to really make a kind of breakthrough, because as of now L-mount is really not making the sales that they were hoping to do. They need more cameras. That's what's really missing, because the lenses are there. Sigma makes nice lenses. Panasonic Leica lenses are too expensive. We need more cameras. It would have been nice if Sigma would be already here with a foveon L-mount full frame sensor camera, because I would seriously consider to buy that one. But still, now we rely on Panasonic making great cameras, affordable cameras, and it's finally happening. So stay tuned on this channel. Again, if you happen to have some rumors about any upcoming camera and lens from any manufacturer, drop me a message here. This is sonyalpha@gmail.com or the contact box, but every website I have, El Rumors, Mirrorless Rumors, the Fuji Rumors website and so forth, they all have their own email and contact box, and we all work together. So it's like we are 3 people working together. So doesn't matter if you share an info there or here, we work together and try to combine the rumors so they are as reliable as possible. And there will be a ton of new videos coming. Like I told you before, the OM3 video is coming probably very soon, and as of hopefully next week also the Lumix info S1R II, and also what's coming right after the S1R II, which is totally exciting. Yeah, to end this video again, of course you have to subscribe to not miss those videos and get a notification also. I'm a bit lacking on the Canon Nikon front. If you also have some Canon and Nikon news, I'm welcome to receive them, because Canon is rumored to announce a vintage camera this year, and I'm super interested to get more info about this. Nikon will likely announce the Z9 II. There will be no big surprises there. There will be some improvements like frame rate and so forth, so not really big stuff, but the Z9 II is definitely coming. I don't think Nikon will have an exceptional year this year, but I'm betting on the new Canon vintage camera. I really want to see that. I want to know what the tech is and how it looks. So let's work on this, okay, sources? That's it for today, folks. See you soon.